So. Hey, welcome everybody to Battle Pirates Crib. We're going to talk about Bounty 33. Hopefully, we'll talk about Mutineer on the Bounty. And some of the swings that are going on in the game. So let's say hello to everybody. Lady Cat.
Hello.
Magic Mike.
Hi, everybody.
And Derpy.
We love limited stuff.
Yeah. And we love things. Yeah. So let's get moving. All right. Launchpad now repairs correctly after attack as part of the new PvP rules. Was it not repairing at 20 minutes, or was it not?
Mine seemed okay, so I don't know what was wrong there.
Okay. And okay, and fix the damage, the Howler's damage ring, so it appears in front instead of to the side.
Didn't see that either.
Okay. And the Dry Armadas were randomly spawning drones. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let's get to the adjustments they made. The Hellswarm's Helldiver UAVs got a bit of a nerf. I think everybody knew this was going to happen. From the ability of people to park outside a lot of certain bases and basically take out people's outposts. So they've nerfed the damage and they've slowed the progression of the UAVs throughout the target. I'm guessing in the testing, this was causing most players to time out, is my assumption. The two changes the one change that we see in the blueprints is the swarm time cap increased from 1 to 2 seconds. So as opposed to hovering over a target for 1 second, it now hovers over that target for 2 seconds. So making it half as fast getting from one to another. So that's part of it. That slows it down. The second part of it is the UAV will now damage each target twice instead of 3 times. This part was not in the blueprint. So basically, you're getting 2/3 of the damage that you were getting before. So, the explanation was that it was working better than intended. Is basically what it says there. Because I guess when they were testing it, they didn't have people testing it with maxing out the internal UAV part of it, and so I guess this is the solution. Anybody have any thoughts on this?
Well, it was neat. A change was needed. This thing was too strong, but this may be a huge change because it's doing 2/3 the damage over twice the time. So it's doing 1/3 of the damage per second, which is a big nerf.
Yes. Yeah, that's definitely a huge nerf, and whether it's, I guess it screws up those builds quite a bit. Maybe. But yeah, at the end of the day, I guess it wasn't what they intended for this weapon or this ship.
What bothers me is they waited so long to fix it. I think the players responded immediately and said, whoa, we got a problem here. And they just decided to keep an eye on it. And I think they waited too long. from a defender standpoint, I agree it needed to be nerfed, but I just built 2 of them. So from an offensive standpoint, I'm not happy about it. And I don't know. I have mixed feelings. I don't like nerfs of any kind. I think they need to make decisions quickly and do something quickly before people invest time into it. And I think whenever they make a nerf, whether it was this or the gatekeepers prior, or any time where people have invested time and possibly coin in it, they need to compensate or reimburse so that you can modify.
Yeah. Ninja, yeah. So time spent on one target doesn't matter. Once it hits one, it can't be stopped. That's true. The issue is you can't prep bases anymore. And so what this does is, I think I introduced at the beginning of it, if you're somewhat defending against this and the radioactive damage that it does, this pushes them closer to timing out on the base prior to killing the outpost or achieving all of the the win conditions is more what I think the increase in the swarm time cap was intended to do. If that makes sense to you. So yeah, it's because Greg is saying nerfing is better than testing. Well, not really, but yeah, because immediately it didn't take but like 2 days, and everybody was like, okay, well, we're going to go with the UAV build and just maximize the UAV. That should have been discovered in testing.
And when it wasn't discovered in testing, a decision should have been made extremely quickly about it before so many people got invested into it.
Yeah.
That's all. And I don't really care. I mean, in a way, I just don't really care anymore. Except that, when they do stuff like this, it hurts the players because we've lost
they're going to hurt the players way more.
I know. That's coming. That's coming.
Yeah.
But also, we lose confidence in them. That's
going to happen too. So yeah.
Yeah, I know. I know what's coming.
Okay. All right. All right. Let's. But yeah, I agree that they realized that there was no, the way the UAVs function, there really wasn't an easy fix for the players. I mean, there were fixes in places by increasing deflections and moving things around, and
a lot of us did that.
yeah, and that was done.
And it helped in some cases. It helped in other cases. Couldn't keep them out. But some people with 3 of those and 2 trenchers couldn't keep them out. But at least I couldn't. I'm sure there's some that could. It did make it difficult to keep them out. That's why I said from a defender standpoint, yay. But I was finally going to have a good, decent fleet, hopefully, and now I can't. So
yeah,
I got to refit. I got to refit everything I built. That's all. It is what it is. Life goes on, and more changes happen that make us upset too, as you're about to tell us, I'm sure.
Well, eventually, I'm trying to keep that towards the end.
Okay.
Anybody else have any thoughts on the Hellswarm nerf? If not, we'll move on. All right. The Mutineer and the Boundary, TLC. Hopefully, maybe we'll get Mike to run through it so you're familiar with some of the targets. This isn't a how-to video. It's more of a this is what's because it's only been out for an hour.
Glad you qualified that.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
I always do. Okay, well. All right. Okay, so it's 10 minutes.
10
But
minutes or just have throw a coin on it, whatever
Okay.
works.
But basically, this is a pretty important one for a couple of reasons. One, well, I was hoping to get the community calendar or the PVE calendar updated that was supposed to drop today, but it appears like we've gotten whatever the next community contest is, and which I haven't clicked on yet to see what it is. But this is pretty important from a couple standpoints. Next week, I'm expecting that we're going to see pillage, and in pillage, we expect to get the flagship for the Mutineer. So personally, my plan is I'm going to save my FM tokens from this week and next week to devote to the flagship. So what I'm going to be doing at this point is either slow building or upgrading until I've done this TLC, so I can use the 8 days of build tokens in here and the 5 days of upgrade tokens in order to have the flag and still have all my FM tokens for the flag. So that's because, pretty important. I haven't had a chance to start it yet, so I don't know how difficult it's going to be. And as you can see, I didn't claim the main weapon, the drum roll Gatling gun, because I knew it'd be coming out at this point, and assume I would at least be able to do price back too. So I didn't want to spend the points. So
Well, look at the engine they give you in Prize Pack 3. It's a concussive sync drive.
yeah. Well, I don't think they want to give you all glory.
Yeah.
So, because that would definitely mess things up. Mike and Lady Cat, you both have tried the first prize pack, correct?
Yes.
Mhm.
And I heard the second target is what we see in Pillage. The first target is an old one that was probably. You're supposed to hit these with riots or mutineers. They are skirmish targets. So it sounded like the first one was a really old target. The second one is the one that we see associated with pillage. And then I don't know much beyond that, but I don't know if we should get to what the targets look like before somebody, Mike runs through them. But if anybody can quickly encapsulate what the third and fourth targets are.
I think they're old Ray targets.
The third one is an old raid target,
Yeah.
but
I
it's
remember the third
mirror
one.
image. It's mirror image.
The third one or the fourth one? The fourth one has the pancakes in it. Those.
The third one is mirror image. The fourth one, I can't remember. That was a
Fourth one had mines in it, and it has two pancakes, the two
maybe
big
that,
ugly ships.
But last skirmish raid cycle or the previous raid cycle?
I don't remember.
Okay.
If they have mines and pancakes, then they're from the riot raid cycle.
Yeah. You guide them in so that the mines help you kill off the ships, and then.
But yeah, I've only done. There's only 4 in the first prize pack. That's all I've done.
Yeah, and the last one is it's another raid target, but it's hard to describe. You go down,
raid targets. That's all I can say.
Yeah, they're raid targets. I don't know about price pack 2. Obviously, we're going to find that out here in 5 minutes. But that one, you kind of go in to your left, and that one Hellray doesn't move. You can hit that one, and you come back around. I don't know if that helps describe it at all, but
no. Okay, so you got 5 more minutes, so
yep, 5
move
minutes.
on, and then we'll let's move on the slides, and then we'll. All right, what we've already discussed. The PV Hall calendar is supposed to be coming out today. That was scheduled for last week. Bounty 33. another CM Diary, and we have the June contest, which should I check real quick and see what it's
Sure.
even about?
Give us a heads up.
Because that dropped at 7:07 Eastern Standard. At least didn't drop, 10 minutes after the show. But yeah, I guess I chew up a lot of bandwidth when I'm hosting this because it loads slow. And oh.
What's a O for?
But then it's,
Are you doing something weird?
entries will be. What? I don't even understand. We're supposed to share songs? I don't know. You're gonna have to show this because it's like, Pirates, the time has come for another community contest. Obviously, we all rock out to the Battle Pirates theme music. It totally slaps. Is that a Canadian term? I don't know. But when it isn't on in the background, what do you?
Under 50 term.
Okay, I'm under 50. But when it isn't on the background, what do you listen to? What is your go-to Battle Pirates playlist? Share your top 10 to 15 songs below for your chance to win some great prizes. Entries will be judged on sheer awesomeness, creativity, and pirate vibes.
My God, it's Stairway to Heaven. What the hell are you talking about?
I don't know. Bonus points if they're summer themed. Only. This almost feels like an April Fool's joke. I don't even know how to really deal with this. But the prizes are, because this is 5 times 24-hour ship build tokens for first, and 5 times 1 day structure build tokens as well.
I mean, this is so subjective.
Well, like the last one wasn't.
Well,
with
they're
the
all
memes.
subjective. Well, true.
Yeah.
And it's all going to be.
And it's not really even related to Battle Pirates.
And there's such an age difference of players in this game, from the 20-somethings to the
Go ahead.
retirees. So you're going to have some Elvis Presley out there. I don't know. What do retirees listen to?
Some Moody Blues.
Some Led Zeppelin. Yeah.
Some Led Zeppelin. Some Moody Blues. Yeah.
Some AC/DC.
Yeah, I don't even know.
I don't even know K-pop. I don't know what the 20-somethings listen to.
Please, no K-pop.
Well,
No, we can't judge. It says here, do not judge.
Just don't post K-pop.
No trash talking anyone's taste in music. I don't
Unless it's K-pop, then you can trash talk it.
Yeah.
I mean, I could be fun. It'd be fun to see silly playlists, but
does anybody else have questions? They just want a list of songs.
Yeah, just a list.
Is it relevant?
They're going to list all of them. I mean, we have to go all Canadian songs to win, right? Some Bryan Adams. There's.
Yeah, who's judging? I want to know who's judging.
Summer of '69. We got to go. We got to go pure Canadian with all of them, and some Rush songs.
Little Richie Haven.
I don't know. I was going Rush, but I don't know. But we got to go all Canadian songs.
Yeah, I just want to know who's judging and what their ages are. They won't even know the songs of some people.
But how if people put up 10 to 15 songs, are they even going to listen to them?
That's a lot of songs.
They just want title. I think it's titles. They're going to look at titles, and I don't know. It'd probably be a lot of songs about rum.
I mean, because Yeah. I mean, then but there are also like, there's some good ones in there. I don't know if I want to give them all away. I mean, there's a good heart song if anybody wants to guess it, and
Um,
also a long-term player.
a heart song for Battle Pirates? It wouldn't
Yeah.
be Magic Man. It's the only heart song.
It might be Barracuda.
Oh, that could be a good one.
Yeah, but yeah, at these point, the people judging Kickside don't even know what
Right.
Barracudas are. So yeah, they wouldn't even understand why that's relevant. So, J-Vlog saying the hip people are 54 to 40. I think that's what he's saying. Instead of 40 to 54, but I'm not even sure. CCR for the
We did some
win.
math equation.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of like, it's not going to be anything silly like on the good ship Lollipop. But what about? Oh, what's the one about the ship that went down? I love that song, but I can't think of it. The ship that went down in Lake Erie.
Yeah, the wreck of the Edmund
The
Fitzgerald.
wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. That's a good one.
I can't remember. I can't believe I remember that.
But probably nobody knows that's judging.
Yeah, it's is there Derpy? Is there anything such as C-pop?
I've never heard that in my life.
Okay, because there's K-pop, which is Korean, but if there's if there's Canadian pop, and if they have maybe if we get into the C-pop, we'll see what's going on. But I don't even know what's going to happen with this one. This is just the logistics of this sound just crazy.
Yeah, I think we're all going to have to win.
Yeah, if like
big prizes.
If let's say 70 players submit 10 to 15 songs, nobody's going to listen to all of them, and they won't even know what they were. So the logistics are just fascinating.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
FYI, ready when you are.
All right.
Okay. All right. Well,
I should be sharing already. It's up to you. I don't care when.
Okay. We're good to go.
I didn't want to break up the
fun. This. Well, yeah, or the confusion.
Okay. Either way.
All right.
All the confusion.
Do we need a sound? Oh, we can't have a soundtrack on here.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Well, how good are you at your singing?
Yeah, little village people. We got all sorts of possibilities.
Magic Man.
But I'm still thinking Barracuda should be on the list. But I don't know if they, I don't know if they even know the Barracuda was, part of the game. So, all right. We're on you, Mike.
Okay, all right. I see it on the screen, and I'm looking at it, and it's not even registering. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I'm ready when you are.
Showing this.
All
okay,
right,
so I'll send you to full screen, and Mike is going to go through, and hopefully it's fairly quick process. He's going through Prize Pack 2. Which we'll see is targets 1 through 6 or 1 through 6.
May or may not be painful. Don't laugh too hard.
And in the meantime,
enjoy yourself if you like.
In the meantime, Derpy can sing "What Can You Do with the Drunken Sailor?"
Okay, I can't commentate like the Derp does, but we'll just do the best we can here.
Okay. Well, that's Derpy's job. We don't.
He's driving.
You drive.
Yeah, and Derpy. Derpy can't even. Derpy's actually driving his car, so I don't think he can actually even watch.
That's what I mean, yeah.
But he could still put random comments out, and that could be funny.
Yeah. Oh, why
Okay,
did you do
we're
that,
heading
Mike?
down. We're heading to the left here. You see, you dodged that mine torpedo there. Otherwise, you're taking serious damage here. Pretty splash damage as well, because these things are pretty painful when you do mess up. Riots are doing a wonderful job here. You can see that the junk jets are doing amazing.
The junk jet just did finish off the ship, but yeah.
A lot of
He's open water with the. Oops.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
The robot.
Careful
So,
with the tunnel.
yeah, this is, I don't even really remember this target personally.
This is a pretty old target. If I didn't remember it either the first time I came into it.
Now, if you had, well, how do you think the Mutineers would do in targets like this?
Well, it depends how well. If they're completely built, they have a ton of armor. The big thing that's going to be holding the Mutineers back in general on these targets,
Ammunition.
it's the ammo ships are. What just happened there? Okay. The ammo ships are not included, which is really boost up the damage.
So I will not do it Mike style like I normally would, but that would hopefully be instant in the base. I don't know.
How much damage was it?
18 minutes.
Okay, yeah, that would be instant.
Yeah, it should be. Okay, let's just see what it takes here. But I might switch around one later because my fifth ship seems to take a lot of damage. So
My second ship was taking.
in one of these targets, we'll see. Maybe.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I can get into my theory on first versus fifth ship. I don't know as far as accuracy based. I don't know what happens when number 2 takes all the damage, but basically, if you're going at a target, your first ship is the one that is going to take all the damage because a little micro. I don't want to call it lag, but it is sort of micro lag between one ship and another as far as how they're being controlled. But if you're running away from them, your fifth ship is going to take that accuracy-based damage because now that is the closest ship to what you're being fired at. So that's why there's always the 1 in 5 thing, but it really depends on how you approach the target. So
everybody should recognize this as a pillage target.
Yeah.
And again, I take that varying amounts of, like this one, I think. No, I didn't.
Yeah. You went right at that.
I know. I just didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
So I go from quick instant repair in a base to 30, 40 minutes on this target sometimes. Oh, that was a bad thing.
Oh, 5440 is a Canadian, man. I didn't even know that. Okay. Yeah. I need to be researching my CPOP.
Yeah.
All right. So we were at 18. Yeah.
It's pretty even damage. I'm surprised. Okay.
What happened?
Doubled it.
Okay, another 18. So it would have been instant in the base again if we allowed for that kind of thing.
Yep. We don't do that when we're on the show, I guess. Just. Okay, come on. All right, there we go. This one here, this is that one. This was a raid target, if you recall. This guy won't move. Well, I guess it will if you get close enough to it, but you can usually kite it.
There we go. Got your junk jets involved.
Yep.
Have a little rear end action.
Always like to get the junk moving,
Yeah. especially at X1 and the
I don't remember which was the best way to go on this. I went up and around the last time, but I think during the raid we went down this way.
Okay, did somebody
I'm not
pop out
mistaken.
and come back in?
What happened?
Okay. No, I heard a beeping noise, like somebody just joined in. I guess it was Derpy. Okay.
May have been me, may not.
Yeah, I think it was you because you went from having your avatar to not having the avatar. So I'm assuming that was you. So are you escaping the state? Are they about ready to shut it down? Is that why you're in the car?
Oh, that was a mistake. No, it wasn't.
Something like that.
Am I some close?
Escaping something?
Oh my goodness. But yeah, these are, I don't know. So far, these targets are a little bit monotonous, as you know.
Do you remember this one?
I don't remember this target particularly because, there's nothing memorable about it.
I did remember it when I came into it. I said, yeah, I remember seeing this one.
I remember it only because some ships moved and some didn't. It's the only thing about it.
I think that was the auto target in the first raid with riots. And just says only hell raids.
I don't know what's the best way to go, but
So you can see it now, Derpy?
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, so you can take care of the commentary.
just be kind. And a silence has come over the crowd.
Oh, I'm just looking at the song list. What's the problem is, if you give the actual songs that we listen to, it would have nothing to do with pirates or anything like that.
I like that one. I think I'm going to go this way. So it was 38, right?
Wasn't paying attention.
Oh, have I probably walked away? I think we're at 38. And now we're at... So an hour and 11. So we doubled that, right? So that was 30. So that was about 40 minutes on that target. Wow. This one, I don't think. Yeah, this is the one that I think they mirror imaged it.
I don't remember.
I think it was the other way last time. I got too close. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, all this stuff up here was down here.
Hey, Mr. Derpy. I was trying to think of
Oh, he's gone.
is the Biebs Canadian?
I thought he was.
Okay, I think he is as well. So I don't know enough just Justin Bieber songs. But
Oh, he
yeah.
is Canadian, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
I had to think for a minute what you were talking about when you said the Biebs.
I'm
thinking, Leave It to Beaver.
Yeah. I don't even know what the song was. Did it even have YouTube back then? Yeah.
All right, enough of that.
Okay. So basically, we've seen, so far, this is...
This one, I think, is a mirror image of what it was in the raid or what have you. And because it just doesn't feel right for some reason.
Yeah. Well, I haven't seen the back end of it, but yeah.
2 pancakes back there.
Yeah.
I don't remember this one, but it was a pain.
It just says this is an EXP target. So maybe not a raid target.
Really? Okay. I'll accept that because I don't know any better. But we were at like an hour and 11 minutes, by the way, after that third target. So that was almost like 40 minutes worth of damage.
Okay.
In rough terms.
Yeah. And we're not going for points here anymore.
Right.
We're going for completion. So,
And you got 2 hours.
Dragging them across the mines is a good idea. Like you're doing. I'm just saying, as opposed to when you're doing the raid, you tried not to drag ships across the mine because you lost a significant amount of points.
Right.
But dragging them across the mines might be the best thing you can.
Yeah, but you can only drag some of them, and then your mines are gone.
Yeah,
because that's what I did.
Yeah, but they still don't have a chance.
Seems like you could have did more of them last time for some odd reason.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the the smart torps. You got to watch a little bit.
Yeah, and then Derpy, we were looking. I was looking for confirmation. The Biebs is Canadian, right? You there? Okay, I guess we're still working on a rough connection there with. I am curious what the last target's going to be. If it's going to be some killer target that they're going to need to nerf.
Well, it's only the 4th one, so yeah. There's 2 left. I'm getting scared.
Well, for the mastery rounds, you're not really going to have the opportunity to do too much interim repairing.
Mike style, right? It's going to be tough.
Okay. JVlog is confirming that the Biebs is Canadian. Is there what is Justin Bieber's most piratey song?
Okay, so I have no idea what this target looks like. So this will be new to all of us. Not all of us, probably, but I'm going to go in and switch that last target, that last ship around.
Okay. I don't listen to much to Justin Bieber, so I leave it up to the audience to. Well, yeah, it seems that JVlog doesn't, Yeah,
It only took 20 some minutes damage that time, by the way.
Okay, so it appears. So most of it has been, besides the one
third target.
The one that I missed was
Most painful so far.
yeah, is instant on the instant the dock.
Pretty close, unless you get that fist shift effect. You know, where you. Okay.
I do remember this one.
Yeah, it does seem similar, kind of.
Oh, there was a trick. What was the trick to this one?
Bringing this guy across the water or something? I don't remember.
I think we went to the right and snuck through the bottom. Yeah, not that way. The other way.
Oh, my other right.
Your other right. Yeah.
Yeah. The one on your other hand.
My other right. Okay.
Yeah, because if you, at least, because I remember doing this one for, you stuck between those two, not across the absolute bottom, but between those two.
Between here and here, right?
Yeah. You stuck through there. And then it gave you room to play. If you had if you went left,
oh shit!
Yeah, I remember this one. Yeah. This was at least a raid. Yeah, it was a raid target that you could do for instant repair. Yeah, and then now you have this room.
Instant repair in the raid's a bit different from.
Yeah. That's why I mentioned the raid, because it's half the time. But yeah, but now you have the room to play. Over there, you don't have any room to play. To avoid smart torpedoes and intra and kite things.
So regardless, I think the message is these things are going to take some time, and maybe some repair time. So you want to get started on these.
And Mike, kill that one. Yeah, there were ships here in the middle too that aren't here anymore. Okay, so you're going to want to run over to the left side, and then you're going to want to you take care. At least the way I did it, I dragged them all the way to the right side. Here we go. Yeah, just one grouping, and then I took care of them in open water. But this was when I was trying to get instant repair.
Yeah, I seem to have a vague recall of some of this.
Yeah. And there's probably old videos out there that you could look at. Of course, somebody will probably make a video before too long.
Just
But there's, let's see, how many total passes do we have to make? There's 4 or 5 mastery rounds.
Oh, there's 5.
5.
So I'll do one a day.
Yeah, you're gonna have to at least do one a day.
Yep, one a day.
Maybe more.
Well, usually you could do 2 a day. If you're doing bounty and all that stuff, that puts a
should be 8 total.
Yeah, so that's slightly more than 1 a day. So you want to probably get these early ones out of the way as soon as you can.
Right.
Okay. This may be an interesting way to take care of it. I mean, because this is an interesting way as far as reducing damage.
Yeah.
It wasn't really what I thought about it. If you just keep on going and then go sneak through the same part of the mines where we snuck through it before, should probably come close to killing the whole thing.
That's what I'm planning to try and do.
Okay, very good.
Just park right here and let them come after me.
Boom. Boom. Boom.
Oh, I missed that one.
Well, yeah. You
don't
want to go high yet. Okay.
Shit, I'm going to have to fight one of them.
Yeah.
Or you could chase him around again.
Still got one more target to go, don't we?
Yeah.
We get 2, or you're still at 2 hours on
I
this.
don't want to bore you. Yeah. Okay, so it was an hour.
Is this one number 4?
This is number 5.
5.
And we were at an hour and what, 30? Let's see, what are we at now?
I think it's an hour 39.
So 20-some.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that would have been pretty good.
Actually,
Yeah.
you're doing pretty good on these. Yeah.
That would have been
Yeah,
all right.
because that would have been instant repair. Yeah.
Yeah. Just that third one is, and with 2 hours, it would have been the whole thing you can instant. Not
Yeah.
instant. Not instant. You could wait out
Right.
because you had enough time. It feels like you can do this whole thing without coin. There it is. This is that one that I thought that the third one was a mirror image of.
Yeah, no, that was a different target.
Yeah.
This is the one where I'm always questioning when my junk jet is going to work.
Yeah. I'm sure you're always
Everybody made fun of me because it's like it doesn't appear to, at least historically, didn't work in the middle of the target.
I remember that. It was intermittent junk jets.
This was the one we came down the middle here.
Well, I went and took out the top, that top part first.
This up here?
Yeah, but you know, at this point we're in a whole different situation because we're not in a point situation.
Yeah, I remember
'Cause
doing like this way.
Okay, because you can trigger them if you want to trigger them and then drag them across
Right.
the mines at this point because you know you're okay with that.
And when mines are tricky, didn't suppressors work on the mines
Yeah, but
to clear a path?
the reason we did that was because we didn't want to lose points.
But they're
And we wanted to come down here and drag these guys up through these mines.
right.
Coming back to me now a little bit.
But I do recall a target that was hard to get to that we use a suppressor to clear a path. It's
That
not
might
in
be-
this.
Yeah,
that might be
might-
number
that
7.
might be level 7. Yeah.
And if
Yeah,
you trigger your jump jets, you're going to kill
Well,
them.
there was one that you would hit and you'd get them right over the mines.
Yeah, there we go. Now you know. Yeah, and yeah. Okay, there we go. Because I was suggesting you move forward because you didn't want to hit the junk jets with the
Correct.
mines.
That'll take the mines out.
Yeah. Okay, look at that.
Yeah, close. I think if you're skilled, you could probably take them all out.
But yeah, that's the nice thing with the TLC. You don't have to worry about the points. And you can, you know,
Right? It's just time.
time and damage. Yeah. So everybody's heard the big news recently.
Which big news would that be?
McDonald's has dropped all the salads out of its menu.
Yeah,
What?
they did that about a week or so ago.
What?
Or when they started
Well,
back.
where's my McSalad?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Why is that?
So I'd go get my McSalad from Wendy's.
Handling, I guess.
You're gonna move
They
this-
did not want them really on the menu anyway, so it was a good.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't really go to fast food places that often, but yeah, I mean, I never would have gone to McDonald's to order a salad, but you know,
Actually,
It
I've never gotten one of their salads. I don't know what they're like.
I haven't had fast food.
you can only imagine.
Haven't had fast food since 2012.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Slow food for you, eh?
Well, it's one of those things. Doesn't mean I haven't eaten junk food.
Well, I can't have any cow products. What am I supposed to eat?
Yeah. More chicken with a K, right?
You got
Eat more chicken.
Yeah. I guess, you know, Derpy has to be.
Oh, I just screwed up. No, maybe.
Yeah. Derpy has to be full on with the whole Chick-fil-A message, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't want to be a cannibal.
Apparently.
Yeah, I didn't expect you signing up for the Chick-fil-A people, but yeah, I guess that's the only way you have to, All right, drag them through the mines.
Plan.
Yep.
I think I got enough antis that I don't have to worry about the mortars.
All right.
Look at him turn around.
Move forward.
Look at that.
Well, I was thinking more. Oh, he's turning around because you're.
Yeah. Because I was
Okay.
out of range or what?
I don't know.
I don't know either. It won't take a couple hits. Probably. Not just one.
All right.
So what's everyone's thoughts on these targets so far?
Not
6
terrible.
targets.
Not terrible. Depends on what the 7th one is.
Yeah, I don't see. They're familiar, but yeah, I mean,
PP2 for 2 hours 15.
and the first several are monotonous with just hell race and torpedoes and
Yeah.
lack of diversity.
I could maybe try and do. I don't know. Is PP3 get that 7th one? I'm sure it does.
Yeah. But we're not going to go through.
No, I just want to see. Yep, it does. Okay, so PP3 is 1 hour and will be the same as. So you'll have 6 targets that way.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, thank you, Mike.
Welcome.
And besides the 3rd target, which we'll put under review, it seems like it was, you're at X1, right?
Yes, they're all
Okay.
right.
You have
I mean, I
X1.
can show the stupid build, but it's nothing special.
Yeah. Not auto friendly, but yeah.
No, it's not auto friendly.
Yeah. Skirmish is generally not auto friendly. I'm going to switch back to Lady Cat, and we're going to move on with the slides.
Okie dokie.
Thank you very much, Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
We lost Derpy again. We've lost Derpy like 7 times during the show.
I've
And we
missed his commentary.
Yeah. All right. Let's move to the next slide. All right. The Saw Factory is. I don't even think we know when it's coming out, right?
No, and I don't mind that it's delayed, but keeping in mind what else is coming, I wish this was coming out now.
Just to quickly go through it, there are submerged targets that you can put in your base, and there is some sort of charging system. We don't realize. I don't realize or understand at this point if what resources it takes to charge it or how much time. But the traps will not be considered spent if you have a successful base defense. So, but it appears there's some diversity and choice associated with it, between just mines that blow up to submarines that will spawn and pursue attackers. So I don't know. Is there much more else that Go ahead.
When I first heard about this, I thought it was just going to be like the Artemis releases a mine that floats towards the ship, it goes boom. But it sounds like there's a lot more to this, so I think it's going to be kind of fun.
If properly implemented, it could be. Yeah, it just really depends on the implementation and how this works out. But I agree, it has possibilities.
Yeah, and we need something to help defend our bases. So anything that helps there is good.
Yep. So, but I didn't see a when this is going to drop or whatnot. So I guess we can move on because this could,
And it does kind of feel like this is a teaser post to a more advanced thing.
Be old enough to drink by the time this comes out.
Well, that's going to be close.
Yeah. Bounty, 33% more plus. Derpy, I mean,
selected side.
Derpy gives me a hard time for being an old man and not understanding stuff. What does 33% more plus mean?
So it's the age of women you're allowed to date. It has to be one age.
Yeah. I don't know what more plus means. It's
It means you can round up.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. And who has a bomb in their room?
A what?
And does not everybody hear the clicking?
I hear it ticking like somebody.
Yeah, like a bomb
somebody's
getting ready to go off. Yeah.
Like a turn signal is what I would
like a turn signal.
Turn signal. Yeah. Okay. All right.
It's either one hell of a long traffic light or.
I think Derpy's turning left, but we'll get into that later. Let's go to the next one. All right. We've had 6 armors released. I consider them quite overpowered.
Wait, are all those new?
Yep, 6 brand new armors.
Oh, those sons of guns. Okay.
Yeah. They've gone. They're all available in Bounty. You're allowed to claim 2 of each. They're 18,000 each, which is 218,000 to claim them all. They've had between a 400% and an 800% increase from our previous available armors. So this is quite it's quite the swing in the pendulum.
So
that,
they yeah. Go
ahead. And so at this point in time, it's basically it's for the attacker. I would recommend everybody that's doing Bounty at this point to do as much as you can right now before people start claiming these armors, because it's going to be very difficult without coin, even with coin, to keep people out of your base. Because if you take a look at these, they're all just for Conquerors. They're not Conqueror Defender armors. They're Conqueror.
Whoa.
So they nerf the Hellswarm because it's overpowered, and then they put out what most of us would consider overpowered armors.
Well, yeah,
but there's more.
Oh no.
Well, the ones. Well, I don't know where you're going with this. There's more, but there is the ones that are most egregious as far as increases are the ballistic and the radioactive. They're like 740% to 780% relative to what they were. And so a lot of people that are using the ballistic turrets to keep stuff out, I don't know.
Well, how much ballistic deflection does the far side actually add? Or does this armor actually add 300,000?
Ballistic, 200,000.
And my far side deals 2 million damage. So it,
Mm-hmm.
so
Okay.
it still does damage, but
Yeah.
But can
Yeah.
we damage them in time? Is it going to deal enough damage in the time? Because the Farsight has such a long range thing. There's nothing up close. So if they can get in fast, then the Farsight wouldn't matter, or wouldn't matter anyway. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and we'll see how these all play out
even
eventually.
stronger.
But there's what is it, 216,000 points in order to get all these. And my issue with bounty,
And they're limited too, so it's not like you can get one.
Right.
well, you can get one, but yeah, you have a limit of 2.
Right, but he means you can't get one and just put them on all your ships.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's one safety.
Yeah, they're well. Let's go to the next slide. So I guess that explains it a little bit better. You get one of the armors each, but you can claim up to 2, and they're limited. So basically, it's to max out at the current condition. It's 36,000 times 6 is the current condition. And does anybody want to explain? Note on new armors, you only need 2 armors per ship, half as much as usual, and the price reflects that. 2 is the bounty max, not the season max. You have the opportunity to get additional armors in future events. I see multiple problems with that sentence. Does anybody else see them?
I understand the last half, but I don't understand the first half.
Okay. Well,
We only need.
the Conquerors have 3 armors.
Okay. Okay.
And when bounty was created, I'm not sure what the current thought is. Every, like we're at bounty 33, so this is season 33. I don't understand what is the bounty max, not the season max. I don't understand what that means, because every, we've gone through 33 seasons of bounty.
Well, they might think of a season different.
Well, except for that's what they told us it meant.
Right. Well, true.
Yeah, but so they can't tell us that's what it means and then think about it differently without explaining it a little bit to us, right?
True.
So,
But basically, they're saying we can only get 2 each in this
Well,
bounty.
well,
But in the
this way,
future, we can get more.
but what is the season? What is the season max? What does that mean?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Well, a season is a raid cycle, but you must be in some sort of group where they tell you that, because they have not told the public about that.
no,
So-
I know nothing about bounty season. I do bounty. I will do bounty. I usually do it because a defender. I mean, I want this stuff for defending my base. This is for conquerors. But I want to be able to do bounty the next time, which means I need to get these armors so that I can do bounty next month for defender stuff.
Yeah, there's no defender stuff in here, but yeah, because I mean, that was one of the, if you want to go back a step, that was one of the weird things I thought, but these are conqueror only.
Right. This
armor.
one. Right. Which why?
Yeah, well, why don't they drop at the same time?
Well, maybe soft factory.
Why split them at this point?
maybe Saw Factory was supposed to have been out before these came out. So these would have been to help the Conquerors against those, whatever comes out in the Saw Factory. But since that's been delayed, this is coming out ahead of time.
Yeah, Gilly didn't invent the season, or Gilly is. But I don't even want to get into Gilly. So as far as what we get communicated properly, and I don't even want to get into that. So, yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know why they're doing it. Maybe it's, like I said, the Saw Factory should have come out first, and this would have helped the Conquerors against the whatever's in the Saw Factory. But because the Saw Factory is delayed, this is just a, extra nail in the coffin to defending your base right now. So where it would have been a balance, but it feels so out of balance right now is because of the delayed Saw Factory. That's the only thing I can think of.
Which could be intentional. A product-based thing, as opposed to, could be based on the product team inside of Kickside, which are the people that are about how much money they make relative to the game design team, which may be having technical issues with the Saw. But I'm thinking more, it's like, okay, we can make more money if we do this. But I could be wrong. Who knows?
I don't know, but it does feel like things are just way out of balance. They've been out of balance a long time. And I know a lot of people are frustrated with it. So hope they figure it out soon before we lose too many more. That's all.
So, alrighty. Well, it's 8:08, and I don't know. I need to take a leak, so I guess we'll end the show. And see you on Friday when we probably know more about these targets. Mike was so kind to give us a walkthrough associated with it, and maybe we're going to find some more.
Well, we'll know more about how these actually work, and maybe we'll have a PvE calendar by then too.
Yeah. Or we have more tips and tricks associated with how to really properly compete in the community contest, as far as the top 10 to 15 songs. So we all could come up with a consolidated list. And if we all submit it properly, at least be part of the prizes. So
Drunken Sailor, that's all. I can do that 15 times.
I don't know. I'm going to go with Barracuda, but we can't show these on the slides, but
it'll be interesting to watch that.
Okay. So, Derpy, you have any parting words?
Well, not sure how bounties are going to be. These armors, I hate the fact they're limited. Apparently, it's part of Kickstarter's grand plan, but they haven't told us what that is. So, we would last bounty. I got to spend like 30,000 for one hole, and now I have to spend 36,000 for one armor and 3 armors per hole, which is ridiculous.
Yep.
So, alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you on Friday. I'm going to put a link to the after show. And excuse me if I'm not there right away, because
has other priorities for the moment, but he'll be back.
yeah. So the link is there, and you might be put in the back room for 3 minutes. So, but thank you everybody for showing up, and we will see you all again on Friday. So thanks for showing up.
Good night, all.
Bye-bye.
Good night.